Hi everyone, welcome to this video here on the Yoga by Candace YouTube channel. This video is brought to you by Second Wind Health, who sent me this really great yoga mat. They make incredible mats. The one that I'm using today is a microfiber mat. It's really great, in particular for hot yoga. And if you're using it for hot yoga, I would just say to kind of wet it a little bit with just put a little bit of water down where your hands are gonna be for downward dog and where your feet are gonna be for downward dog, and then you definitely will not slip at all. But I also really like it for just regular yoga as well. I don't think you need to use it in a hot yoga practice in order to really get the full benefits of it. One of the things I'm loving about this mat in particular is its really beautiful design. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of a joy to practice on because of the design. It just makes me happy looking at it. The other thing I really like about it is the fact that it's kind of the perfect cushion. It's got just the right amount so that you can put your knees on it and you don't need anything underneath to support your knees, but it's not so thick that it's going to throw off your balance when you are standing on one leg. So definitely check them out if you're in the market for a great yoga mat. They also make other great yoga accessories, so check them out. I'll put the link in the description box below. This video is going to be a yoga for digestion video. So with the holidays around the corner, or really anytime you're feeling a little bit sluggish, or just like you want to move around a bit and feel a bit better in your body after eating a ton of food you don't normally eat, then this will be the video to do. When you're ready, have a seat on your mat and we'll get started. So sitting in a comfortable seat, let's start with one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, and close your eyes and just take a big breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. Big breath in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Big breath in as you fill your lungs up completely. And exhale through your mouth. From here, close your mouth, but part your teeth and begin to breathe in and out through your nose. Bringing some awareness to your hands, noticing the weight of your hands, the warmth of your hands. Feeling your belly expand as you inhale and contract as you exhale. And as you connect with your breath, noticing that your mind is beginning to calm down and quiet down. Anything that happened earlier just no longer matters in this moment. And anything that's going to happen later also is of no importance in this moment. Arrive into the present moment. Just take a big breath into that. Noticing how nice it feels to just take care of yourself. And just resting assured that taking care of yourself is one of the best things that you can actually do for others. Because when we are our best version of ourselves, we are better able to serve the people in our lives that we'd like to serve. On your next inhale, flutter your eyes open, bring your hands down to your legs, and let's take the left heel just slightly out in front of us, the right heel in towards our pelvis. Remove the flesh from underneath the sitting bones so that you can have a solid foundation. Then inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and then as you exhale, bring the fingertips down to the ground in front of you and begin to lean forward, and maybe walk your hands out until you find a place where you feel a good stretch through your hips. So for some of us, that might be way up here, and for the others of us, we might be flat on the ground with the forearms. Really doesn't matter, no worries. If you're doing this with somebody else, no worries what they're doing. Just continue to stay in the present moment. Press into your hands to keep the sitting bones on the ground. And then as you inhale, rise up, lift the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, we're going to bend the elbows out to the side as we also twist. So you're going to twist to your left. And then inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Twist to the left once again. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist once again. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead and float them down to the ground. Pull your left heel in and send your right heel out slightly away from you, moving the flesh from underneath the sitting bones to maintain that connection to the earth. And then inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, float the fingertips down in front of you and begin to walk your hands out until you find a place that just feels really good on the back of your hips. And then an option to stay here in stillness or a little rock side to side can feel really nice. Giving yourself the permission and the freedom to move in a way that feels really good for your body. As you inhale, begin to rise up, lifting your arms up overhead. As you exhale, you're going to twist to your right this time. And bend at the elbows once again. Take your gaze out to the right. And then inhale, lift the arms, come back to center, and exhale, twist once again. Big breath in as you lift the arms up. Big breath out as you take the arms out to the side. And take the twist once again. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and exhale, float them down to the ground. From here, we're going to send the left arm out to the side, lift the right arm up overhead, take your gaze out underneath your armpit. Find some length from the top of your hip all the way to the lowest rib there. See if you can elongate that space. And then from here, we're gonna look down and rotate the torso. Just tap the fingertips here and then rise back up, look up underneath the armpit as you rotate the chest up towards the sky. So we're gonna rotate down on the exhale. Inhale, rotate up on the inhale. Lower down and then lift up. Find your way back to center and we'll twist to the left. Just a big breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. So a lot of twisting in these digestion practices, just because it really helps us to kind of feel really good. Then we'll take the right hand out to the side, slide it out away from you, but keep both hips on the ground, and then lift the left arm up overhead as you look out underneath the armpit. Stay long here and try to find some length from the top of the hip bone to the lowest rib. And then we'll look down at the ground and just gently tap the fingertips as you round through the upper back and then rotate the chest up to the sky. Exhale, tap and round the upper back. And then lift and open up as you inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And find your way back to center, and we'll take our twist from side to side. Just a breath on each side. And then from here, we're gonna roll up and over the knees, finding our way onto all fours. So as you're here, just notice your wrists underneath the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, take the knees about hip distance, and then curl your toes and send your hips back towards your heels. Get a nice stretch across the bottoms of the feet. In that gentle compression, you might begin to feel on your belly. And then from here, you can even extend the arms a bit more, feel a little bit more compression on the belly. And then as you inhale, round forward, finding your way back onto all fours, wrists underneath the shoulders. Lower the chest down towards the mat, but keep your arms long. Then send the chest out to the right, up towards the sky with the upper back, and then chest goes out to the left and lower down. So we're barrel rolling the chest, going kind of slow. Here we want to be intentional with our movement, so go a little slower than you want to go. And on the end of the next rotation, we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we'll take the chest out to the left, up to the sky with the upper back, chest to the right, and then lower the chest towards the ground, but keep the arms long. Keep moving in this way. And then finding your way to a neutral spine, We're going to extend the arms probably like halfway away from us and then reach the hips back towards the heels. I like to have my toes curled, but you do what's best for you. Then from here, we're gonna do a funky cat-cow. So instead of a normal cat-cow where the shoulders are over the wrists, we're kind of back here. So as you exhale, push the ground away and around through the back. This kind of takes it to the thoracic spine area. And then inhale, lower the belly down towards the mat and take your gaze up towards the sky as you stick the tailbone up towards the sky as well. So exhaling, rounding and pushing the ground away. Inhaling, letting the lower belly hang heavy as we take the tailbone and the gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, round. Inhale, come forward with the chest, look up. Exhale, round once again. One more time. Inhale, lift head and tailbone. Exhale, round, push the ground away. Then find your way back to center here. We're gonna thread the needle. So we'll lift the right arm up overhead, reach high to the sky first. Be really intentional with your movement. Stay long and strong through the arms, and then float the right hand down, bringing the right side of the head down as well. Lift your left arm up to the sky and breathe. As you inhale, float the left hand down to the ground. Find your way back to center. Let's take one regular cat-cow. So we'll inhale, lift the head and the tailbone. Exhale, round and push the ground away. Finding your way to a neutral spine, floating the left arm up overhead as you reach high to the sky, and then beginning to lower down, taking the left side of the head onto the mat and lifting the right arm up overhead. Breathing here. Slowly begin to float the right hand down to the ground. Rise back up onto all fours. We'll inhale and exhale a cat-cow. Then coming to a neutral position, we'll step the right foot forward and take the right arm up overhead. From here, curl your left toes to find a little bit more stabilization, and then we'll take the hands out to the side as we rise up with the torso. Take your gaze out over your right shoulder. Then from here, we're gonna bend at the elbows and reach around, grab hold of our hips. And then rise back up with the arms and float the hands down to the ground. Step back onto all fours and come forward with the left foot, lifting the left arm. And then rise up with the torso. Take your gaze out over the left shoulder. You're gonna bend at the elbows, grab hold of the hips, extend once again, and windmill the arms down. Step back onto all fours. And then from here, extend long through the right leg. As you're ready, round through your back and draw your knee in towards your forehead. Extend long once again and float the knee down to the ground. Beginning to kick out of the heel, the left heel, send the left leg long, find some length, stabilization, and then round through your back as you draw your knee in towards your forehead. Extend long once again and float the knee down to the ground. Begin to walk your knees over to the right and send your hips down to the left. Swing the legs out in front of you and send the legs long, feet about hip distance, and begin to remove the flesh from underneath your sitting bones. From here, reach the arms out in front, but then plug the arms into the body. Take a big breath in to lengthen through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, reach through your heart to draw your belly down towards your thighs, letting your hands fall wherever they may. So maybe that's on the shins, maybe that's up over the feet. Doesn't really matter. Just take your gaze out in front of you on the ground out in front. Take a couple deep breaths here. See if you can feel your ribs here expand out laterally to the sides as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, draw your belly button in towards your spine to empty your lungs completely. Big breath in, lengthen. Big breath out, empty the lungs completely. Big breath in to lengthen through the crown. Exhale through your mouth this time, go. As you inhale, rise to sit back up. You're gonna bend the right leg and cross the right foot over the left. Let's hug the leg in and keep a gentle flex in your left foot. See if you can reach through the crown, get long through your spine. Keep both sitting bones on the ground. Option to stay here, or you can bend that left leg. And then wherever you are, bring your right hand back behind you in line with the base of your spine. Notice that it helps you to sit taller. Then as you inhale, lift the arm up overhead, begin to twist from your belly button and hook the elbow to the outside of the knee. Option to stay here as you look out over your right shoulder with your left eye, or you can bring your hand in that little hole that you've created and see if you can connect your hands. If you're not quite warm enough for that, if it just doesn't feel good, stay right here. As you inhale, find some length, get as tall as you can, and as you exhale, continue to draw your shoulder blades towards one another to keep a nice, broad chest. I find that a lot of people just kind of hang out here, but it's not really doing anything if we're not active in the pose. So inhale to be tall, stay active through the pose. Exhale, twist a bit more. Initiate that twist from your belly button. That's gonna give a gentle compression to the digestive system, and then when we release this pose, it's gonna help it to kind of flush through, bringing new blood, new circulation to that area. So as you're ready, look forward and gently release, and we'll unravel the legs as well. So let's start with both legs on the other side, extended. We'll begin to bend the left leg and cross the left foot over top. Hug the knee into the body, gentle flex of the right foot. And be tall here, extend through the crown of your head. As you're ready, you can decide whether you're gonna stay there or bend the right leg. And then we'll bring the left hand in line with the base of our spine. Keep that knee pointed straight up to the sky as you lift your right arm. Begin to twist from the belly button and hook the arm to the outside of the knee. Stay tall here as you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, and then as you exhale, take your gaze out over your left shoulder with your right eye, and use the mid-back muscles to continue to draw the shoulder blades towards one another for a nice broad chest. Continue to initiate the twist from your belly button, so you're continuing to gently compress the stomach area. Breathe fully. And then as you're ready, take your gaze out in front of you, gently unravel the arms and then unravel the legs. From here, extend your legs out in front and then come to lie down. Once you're down, draw your knees in towards your chest and hug them in really tight. Stay here in stillness and see if you can lengthen through your spine even more. Maybe you can hug the knees in even more. And then option to go side to side to release any tension you might be experiencing through your low back. Bring the hands now to the tops of the kneecaps, and then send the arms out in front of you so you have nice long arms. Knees are pressed together. From here, you're going to take the arms out to the right, or the knees rather out to the right, then in towards your chest, out to your left, and then out in front of you. So you're kind of drawing a circle on the edge of your sacrum, and that should feel really, really nice and should also help with digestion. At the end of your next rotation, begin to go in the other direction. And then come to stillness and bring the hands to the tops of the shins. Open up the knees in towards the armpit. Use your bicep muscles to pull them in towards the armpits. And then gentle flex of the feet and release. Flex of the feet, release. Flex of the feet and release. From here, extend your left leg long and bring your left hand to the top of the right shin. Bring your right hand down to the ground. Use your bicep muscle to pull the right leg up and over your body to your left. Once you get into the twist, flip your palm. That's gonna help the arm externally rotate, which will feel a lot nicer on your chest. And then if this feels good, you can stay here. If you need a little bit more, you can cactus the right arm. So find 90 degrees in the elbow. Take your gaze out over your right shoulder and allow gravity to begin to do some work as it draws the right knee and the right shoulder down towards the ground. Now, as you do this, you're trying to create length here in the right side body. So see if you can visualize some length beginning to happen from the hip all the way up through the shoulder here. Breathe full, deep breaths. The fuller you breathe, the more you're going to be able to open up the fascia that runs through our body, and that's going to help you to feel a little bit more open, a little less stiff. It also helps to calm the nervous system, which is really, really good for our digestion. When we're stressed, it's not good for our digestion. So anything we can do to de-stress, like yoga, is going to be really helpful. Take another 2 deep breaths in and out. And as you inhale, find your way back to center, and we'll extend the right leg long. Take your right hand and bring it to the top of the left shin. Left hand comes down to the ground, and use your right bicep muscles to pull the leg up and over your body to your right. And then once you're there, flip the left palm up, an option to stay there or cactus the arm. Take your gaze out over your left shoulder, and once again, we're trying to find length through the left side body. So see if you can breathe in such a way that you're able to create more space between the top of the left hip bone and the left shoulder as well. Two more deep breaths. As you're ready, begin to find your way back to center and extend your left leg long. You're going to prepare for final Shavasana here. So bring your hands to your belly. Let your feet be about mat distance apart. Head rests on the mat. The whole body can just begin to relax, and you can let go of your intentional breathing. As you close your eyes, begin to allow your eyes to sink into the sockets, and then close your mouth but part your teeth, and see if you can relax your tongue so that it sinks into the bottom of your mouth. Bring some awareness to the warmth of your hands, the heat of your hands, the weight of your hands on your belly, and see if you can breathe into that space. Then begin to let your body totally relax as it absorbs all the good things you just did. We'll be here for about 5 minutes, and I'll let you know when the time is up. As you're ready, begin to wiggle your toes, your fingers, and then hook your thumbs and extend your arms up overhead for a big good morning stretch, maybe a little shimmy side to side. And then bend your legs and begin to hug your knees into your chest one last time. And then roll over onto your favorite side. And take a big breath in. And as you exhale, sit yourself up into a comfortable seat. Bringing one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, just like before. Close your eyes. Notice the warmth of your hands, the weight of your hands. Notice your state of mind now compared to when you first started your practice. And choose one word that describes and embodies how you would like to feel for the rest of the day. Once you have that word, take a deep breath into the meaning of that word, and as you exhale, allow it to wash over you. And then as you're ready, bring your hands to heart center, tuck your chin to your chest, and seal in your practice. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Like I said, big thank you to Second Wind Health for bringing this video about. And if you're in the market for a yoga mat or yoga accessories, check the link in the description box so you can choose yours and see all that they have to offer. Thanks again, and I'll see you very soon here on the YBC YouTube channel.